Lexington Christian Academy knocked off Mercer County 49-19. In the Whitaker Bank Pigskin Classic, Danville shut out Garrett County 36-0. And Casey County beat Lincoln County 50-34. Well, it's rivalry week. Danville and Boyle County, first time they've met on the gridiron since 2019. And we've got boys and girls soccer games going on tonight between the two schools, so plenty of activity there. But Boyle and Danville both come in at 2-0, and they'll play at Rebel Stadium here on the Boyle County campus tomorrow night. With me now is Justin Haddix, head coach of the Boyle County Rebels. And Coach, first of all, congratulations on that win over Bryan Station.
Hey, a win's a win against a quality, I consider them a quality 6A football team. I think they're a lot better than what they showed the first week, and we talked about that off air about, Douglas jumped on them and they kind of laid down, and I feel like they were better athletically, better football team, and it was great for us to be in a ball game. A 4-quarter game of having to play. I felt like we showed some youth on some things, but we got better and better as the game went on.
Yeah, you jumped out 22-0, and I guess a lot of people said, well, they'll lay down now, but they didn't. They stiffened their back and came back at you.
You got to give Coach Hawkins credit there and his defense coordinator, J.T. Haskins. They defensively really good. And then offensively, they had some things that were kind of going a little bit, and we bowled our backs. And once they kind of got a little drive going and made some stops when we needed to, very good. We were very good on third down, very good on fourth down. But we saw a lot of film that we're able to work off of and get better and improve on, and that's what it's about right now. I don't want to be. I love to play perfect every game, but that's not what it is. We've got things that we're good at and things we need to improve on, and we want to be playing our best in the playoffs.
Well, like we were talking about off the air, they started moving the ball on you there in the middle of the second quarter, and timeout in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you have to say to the defense at that timeout?
Coach Burns and our defensive staff, they do a great job. Coach Mills, Coach Mack, and Coach Arnett, and Coach Burns as defense coordinator, they do a great job. Our kids, and we have an expectation here for everybody, but then it's defense is what wins championships. We all know that. Everybody likes to talk. I coach the offense, and I obviously want to score every drive too, but your defense has to be the constant. It's a different mentality, and we want everybody to play that way, but we come out, sometimes they need some reminders about that, of the way we play football, the way we do it, and what wins. And that's basically what we talked about. Talked about some updates. Hey, let's pick it up, let's go, communicate, do what we've been coached to do.
One thing I've noticed in Boyle County's defense for the last 2 decades plus, they'll let you have the short pass.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought Bryan Station did a great job of executing that short game, but your guys came up and made sure they made the stop without getting, I don't know, any more than 4 or 5 yards.
And what do they call it? Yak. I get you don't want any yards after the catch. We don't want any of that. We want to, we're not playing an umbrella coverage where we're letting them catch it. We want to compete for every ball, and I feel like our secondary is getting better. We returned some guys from last year, but there's a lot of competition there. And what we did, and you look at their first drive, I mean, they fumble the first play, and then
right.
The second drive, they threw the little screen pass with a double pass, and I mean, he was open, and somehow Tavy got over there and made an interception on the ball. So that was an excellent play by him. And, to get us another play turned over, and then we go. I think we scored on that one. I'm not sure. But we've got to play. Our defense plays to a standard, and we got to hold them to that.
And I thought, you talk about Tavy, he made that play, and then
and another play late in the game.
Another play in the second half right in front of the bench there.
Yeah.
Where it looked like I was already calling 6 there.
Oh, yeah, it was a big play.
Yeah, and Tavy comes across and knocks the ball away. Just
well,
a heck
two
of
of those
play.
things, the one, he wasn't in position, and it wasn't his fault. He made somebody else right. And the second one was same thing. We're supposed to be playing deep thirds there. We bit up on the short thing, and they had it behind us, and he somehow got across the field. He's just a very instinctive player. He's really took to coaching, took to this, and he saw the ball, he went and made the play. And, that's what you want back there, playing free safety, being able to cover and get you another play, make plays on the ball. He's been exceptional so far.
The start of the second half, you come out with a little pooch kick. They cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Got great field position, but you hold them on 4 downs, take the ball back. What did you tell your defense? I'm presuming that's talked about exactly what you're going to do to start the second half. They executed that perfectly.
Yeah, a lot of times we take the ball a lot if we can. We want to start off strong, and we want to take the ball at the coin toss, and a lot of teams defer. We like to take the ball if we can. And we go on our defense. Hey, we're starting the second half here. We got to come out with a stop. And this is what we're going to do. We want to make sure that we feel like this is the way they're going to attack us. And that's a big, we talk about defense, got to be the constant. That's big momentum. You stop them on their first drive of the second half.
You get the ball back in their territory, and 4 plays, 3 plays, you're in the end zone again, going no huddle. And I thought then that maybe Bryan Station would lay down a little bit, but they kept coming back at you. But you moved the football, I thought, offensively better in the second game than you did the first one.
Yeah, and that's something with you got a unit there, and we've got some moving parts. We're moving people in and out and getting used to a new quarterback. You've got a new center. You've got some new pieces on offense, what you're doing and how it all fits and how it all works. And that's me. A lot of it I'll take responsibility for it. I call the plays, so I've got to put them in good positions to be able to execute things. And you're going to have ups and downs right now until we all get in a rhythm of what we like, what's going on, and what that kind of defense is giving you. And give credit to Bryan Station. Very quality defense also for them as far as how to line up, how to adjust. They do a great job of taking away some of the little easy things and making it harder on you.
The offense wound up with something like 350 yards and gave up a couple of 100 yards, but you just seemed to just pull away and show that Rebel football was tops that night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're going to give up some yards against quality people when you're playing quality teams, and you're going to – it's tough yards to go. I felt like we ran the ball really well. We didn't throw it as well as I wanted to. When we had guys open, we got to hit them. When we are open, we got to catch the ball. If it hits us in the hands, there was a couple of things early that, hey, we catch those, and it's boom, we're on them quick, and we're moving the ball, getting more confidence, getting a rhythm on offense, and we really hurt ourselves a lot of it, and then we start pressing. When things don't go good, you start pressing and you start trying to do things you're not supposed to do or not coached to do. And then, but we refocused and really got out there. And we ran the ball really well. Very proud of our offensive line. We got a great surge off the ball in the run game. Our backs, took care of the ball. Quarterback threw 1 pick, but then he got to go in on defense. He got it back. So, that X's that off. That's one thing about getting to play defense, play quarterback. Sage didn't make a good read on that one. Hey, I'm play the next one, went and picked one off of there. So there was a lot of positives, a lot of things to work on, and we've had a great week so far this week, and I'm excited to see them play tomorrow night.
Well, you got Danville first time. You've heard all about Danville, Boyle County, Titletown football, if you will, and you get to experience your first game.
Yeah, it's exciting. I know just being around town, went down to the barbershop, get a haircut, everybody's talking, about this, talk about that. Go to Kroger, you see somebody in this, you're seeing around it. That's what makes football fun, I think, and especially in this community of football means something. It's important. It's important to our school. It's important to everybody around the community. Everybody got a big one this week, Coach. Got a big one this week. And you get text messages throughout the week. And just I get a coach to tell I got the best seat in the house, and then I can't imagine being one of the kids getting to play in this. So that makes it exciting.
It's coming up tomorrow night right here on Z105. Pre-game shows begin a little after 7. Kickoffs at 7:30. Boyle County hosting Danville tomorrow night on Z105. We are here at Boyle County High School. It's the pregame meal for the Rebels tonight. And it's being brought to you by Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Old Bridge has just about anything you'd like to have for a meal. You can come in, sit down, or you can call ahead for carryout at 859-236-1237. They have salads, quesadillas, chicken breast or steak, grilled chicken wrap, chicken bacon wrap, hot dogs, grilled cheese, shrimp and fish basket, pizzas. They've got it all at Old Bridge. We'll be back with more in 3 minutes on the Hometown Radio Network.
1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
When I count my blessings, I think of my beautiful Smoky Mountains, the place that connects us. And I think of Dollywood, where nature's beauty, fun, music, and laughter bring us together.
Soar on world-class rides, taste award-winning recipes, and play in the great outdoors. Splash and play all summer with a 2-park Super Pass. Details at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood, love every moment.
The new Family Wealth Group in Harrodsburg is now making appointments with you on how to get the most out of your retirement. Call a team member at 859-605-5008.
We're going to open our office in Harrodsburg. Super excited to be in the community that we serve a lot of families in and a lot of companies. Our mission is real simple. It's to help the people in Kentucky.
The new Family Wealth Group is located in Harrodsburg, 125 Collin Drive. Find out more at thefamilywealthgroup.com. Call 859-605-5008. Kentucky retires here.
Hey everybody, this is Eddie Montgomery from Montgomery Gentry, and I want to invite all my friends and neighbors to come join the fun at Old Bridge Golf Club. From the best hamburgers you can eat to a golf course that's fun and hard to beat, we got it going on at Old Bridge.
And Eddie, I'll start my music career. Everybody can hear me sing just like John Daly out at Old Bridge.
Oh, no, Mike. No. Come on out and join us for golf, food, fellowship, and fun at Old Bridge, and I'll keep Mike from singing. Please, hurry.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. It's high school football and it's Football Fridays across this area. Danville and Boyle County, the Crosstown Showdown. That kickoff scheduled Friday night, 7:30. A game you'll hear on Z105, your home for the Rebels, and 103.9 FM WHIR, your home for the Admirals. Anderson County at Mercer County, 7:30 Friday night on 99.5 FM WHBN. And Garrett County travels to Middlesboro, 7:30 kickoff Friday on hometownlive.net and delayed on Z105.
And now back to the Rebel Roundup on Z105, WRNZ FM.
Steve Bertram with you back in the Boyle County High School lobby where the Rebels are being fed by the parents tonight, just ahead of the game between Boyle and Danville tomorrow night in high school football. Both teams 2-0 on the year. That's one of 3 games Hometown Radio is going to bring you. That'll be on Z105 and WHIR AM and FM 103.9. Mercer County and Anderson County play at Alvis Johnson Field tomorrow night at 7:30. You can hear that one on WHBN AM and FM 99.5. Garrett County has a long trip to Middlesboro. They play Middlesboro at 7:30. And you can hear that one on the Golden Line stream live. Everything streams live at hometownlive.net. So, Boyle County and Danville both coming in at 2-0 on the season. Boyle opened up with a 50-2 win over Madison, Indiana. Then last week beat Bryan Station 36-12. Danville opened up with a 26-14 win at Lincoln County, and then shut out Garrett County last week 36-0. Back with us is Justin Haddix, the head coach of the Boyle County Rebels. Coach, what's practice been like this week?
There's been an extra little bounce to them, I feel like, and the kids have, and breaking down and getting ready to go. There's been a little extra oomph, I guess you would say, of getting out. They understand the importance of this game. They understand the importance of, hey, when we get to play this. I think the only one that's played in the game was Tommy. I think Tommy was a freshman, and he got to play as a freshman in this game, but he's the only one that's got to. So, the rest of the guys are excited for their turn to get a play and talked about and playing the Titletown Showdown.
The things that you've worked on this week in practice that you didn't like in the first two games and made improvements on, what have you done this week?
Well, we've got to be sound as far as our linebackers. Sometimes we were out of position with the flow of overrunning things, watching the cutback where Bryan Station ran downhill and it looked like outside and they bent it back. We wasn't in our cutbacks. It didn't have our gaps all controlled and going there. So we've got to do a better job of attacking and filling the holes, and then you got to have guys playing cutback because they've got some guys who they run jet sweep, and they'll bend it all the way back. And they're going to run counter off that. They're going to do a lot of different things. I feel like that maybe they haven't shown. They've set some things up that we've got to get ready for.
We want to. They want to see you bite on something.
Yeah.
You ran a three-man front defensively last week. I kept thinking, well, maybe they don't want this guy completing so many passes, but you stayed in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got we can go to a three-man or a four-man just the way that our defense is set up, and those guys are adjusting of what we got and what we want to take away. Everybody would love, and you can talk to any defense coordinator, if you could just play 5 men in the box to stop the run, everybody'd love to be able to do that. And I hope we can, and we will at some times, and we will do this, but if we feel like they're running more, we're going to be in a four-man front.
The weather's been great this week. What's the health of your ball club right now?
It's the third game, and we practiced this. You got a few nicks and bruises, but other than that, we're pretty healthy. Is what we've got out. We didn't really lose anybody in the first two games, so we're as healthy as we can be.
Jakey Tarter, how's he progressing?
Jakey goes to the doctor on next Friday, so we'll see about him. As far as now, it's just getting him. He's running. Be able to do some things. So he's running routes and he's doing this, but obviously there's no contact on the shoulder, so we're hopeful that we'll be able to get him, not next week, but the week after. So maybe I don't even know who we play. At that point, I'm just worried about this one.
Henderson County, maybe?
Henderson or Bowling Green one, maybe.
Right.
I think they're the next one. Next week is, I don't know. I said I get lost. Everybody talks and they're like, well, why don't you know your schedule? Well, I'm just worried about this one. I'm not worried about anything else. We talked to the kids about staying tunnel, and I'm almost do that myself too. I couldn't tell you. I know who we scheduled on contract, but I can't. I forget what order they're in.
It's the next game.
It's the next game. What you got to be.
How do your kids react to that? How hard is it to keep them from looking ahead?
I don't think any with this week. There's no looking ahead at this week, and because they know the game. They know the game, who it is. Danville's 2-0. We're 2-0. Haven't played in 2 years. It's going to be the first game, and I know our guys are going to be excited.
It's Titletown matchup. 21 state championships between the two schools. Danville with 11, Boyle County 10, and you've got 2 in a row. And what are the guys that are younger and seeing their first action, how do they embrace that?
I think they're excited. We've got great leadership in our team. Dalton Stone, Jakey's there. He's hurt doing this. Tommy, those guys are all they set the tone of what it is and how practice should be done. And I think that's the whole thing of Boyle County also of just being the coaches do this, and then the players, they all know. And we talk about them all the time. Coach-led teams can be good. Player-led teams can be great. And we try to put that on them. And there's a lot of times, and I've been at 2 or 3 different places, And when as coaches are walking down the field, our kids have already started. When we walk out of the locker room, they're already down there. We're not having to run anybody out of the locker room and get to practice. We're not having to go. And at other places I've been, we're on the field and there's some kids kind of straggling in and out. Our group is going together. They're already starting on whether they're stretching in their lines, they're doing that. They're starting before we get down there a lot of times, which is, to me, shows great. We've set practice. It starts at 3:50, and coaches are walking down there at this, and then some of those guys, they're down there 5 minutes early getting their stuff together, which shows me that that's player-led leadership, in my opinion. And that's great.
And they want to go.
Right, they're there. And it's not an easy practice. We don't do any. There's no easy days. We're shells every day, 4 days a week.
I know that Tommy Ziesmer and Dalton Stone both spoke to the elementary school teams in middle school a couple of weeks ago, and somebody told one of the coaches that I think Dalton may have scared him. He's intense out there on the field, and he leads by that.
He is, and that's that way in practice. That's that way, we talk about defense. He's the leader of our defense, and he plays a lot of offense too. In a lot of places he'd be the main running back in a lot of things, and we've got to take care of him on that point. But he's a leader out there, getting everybody lined up, getting everybody situated. He gets the call, and he responds. He tells everybody else to call and where to line up, and that takes a lot. You think of a guy there, then he also knows the standard of defense of what we got to be. Hey, do your job, get it together, let's go. And he'll jerk a knot at him if he needs to, and when he's out there. So and we embrace that. We want that as far as you want to coach on the field. That's the same thing with a quarterback and a center. You've got to get them lined up. If they're not, and that goes with it, the quarterback gets all the blame and all the glory. So if you're going good, you get all the glory, and if it's going bad, you get all the blame. You just got to expect that, and that's what we kind of put on the linebacker too. Hey, our defense is doing good. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. If it's not, get in line. Let's go, and that's the way we try to train them.
It takes a pretty strong guy to be a quarterback. And starting his first year at Boyle County, Sage Dawson, I think's done a very nice job in running the ball club.
Yeah, and he'll get better. He'll get smoother and get comfortable, and then get in tune with this line of what we've got. And we have some weapons. He's got some weapons there, and his job is to disperse the ball. But then also he's a weapon. When he gets the ball in his hands, I felt he ran the ball physical to not be a 200-pounder. He's about 160, 165, and he ran like a 200-pounder, just going – finish runs going forward, which is what we want.
The youngsters, I'll call them youngsters, that are on the line, seeing their first action. You got a new center, a new guard. How do they grade in the first two games?
The whole group didn't grade very well. You look at the first 2 weeks about where we want to grade, and we want them to be graded out. Coach Singleton and Coach Lefevue do a great job with them. But, we want everybody to grow it out. We need to be in the high 80s, and obviously in the 90s, and we're in the 70s right now. So we've got some room for growth and doing that. Sam Wade, you look at him, on knock on wood, but, the snaps and the playing offensive line and playing center in this type of offense with the shotgun snap, you got to have the snap first. And we've been very blessed that, he's doing his best. He's getting we've not had a bad snap yet. I'm knocking on wood right now. But, that's allowed our offense to move and control. So you got to have that. And, we know he's a little light, but he's going to fight his butt off. He's a wrestler. And everything he's going to do, he's going to give his best. And all those guys are. And when you think of Cooper Brumman at left tackle, Noah Clem, Sam Wade, Colt Kelly, who's a freshman, come in here and worked really hard to get here in the weight room. And then you got right tackle. Who are we playing at right tackle right now?
58.
Yeah, if I want to tell you, Gorley.
Yes,
Austin Gorley. So he is a man, and he's playing a different position. He started right guard last year as a sophomore. Now he's playing right tackle right now. So we have some pieces that we hope we get back, and we're working, and some other guys have stepped up. We've had Gosser come in. Aiden Gosser stepped up a little bit this week, and hopefully get some reps. Houston Bird is a senior that came in here this year in the winter, and we're hopeful that he's going to get to play. He's got cleared, so he's going to be available this week. So we've got some people coming, and we've just got to continue to work, get healthy, and get better on the offensive line and on the line of scrimmage. That gives us more depth.
We'll talk about the kicking game, but we're going to take a break right now. This is the Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant Rebel Roundup, live at Boyle County High School in the lobby next to the coach's office. Got a volleyball game going on right now. Boyle County is playing Danville Christian Academy. For Old Bridge, call ahead for carryout. If you're looking for a meal tonight, call ahead, pick it up. They'll tell you how long it's going to take, 859-236-1237. Their favorites that they have are the Old Bridge Burger, the Par 3 Burger, grilled ribeye sandwich, grilled chicken breast, cod fillet, chicken salad, chicken tenders. They've got it all. If you want something to go with it, French fries, tater tots, onion rings, battered mushrooms, pretzels and beer cheese, pepper jack shots. They got hot wings, banana pepper rings, mozzarella sticks, and mini corn dogs. Call ahead for carryout at Old Bridge at 859-236-1237. Back with more in 3 minutes on the Hometown Radio Network.
One of the most trusted names in jewelry is B&L Jewelers. For years, we've been helping you and your neighbors say, I love you, happy anniversary, even here's something just because.
Tell her you love her with a diamond from B&L Diamond Jewelers. Make her stop and think of the love you both share. Nothing allows you to celebrate the special moments in life like a diamond. Diamonds are the only gift in the whole world that will never fade away with time. They will not rust away and does not require any special care to maintain its brilliant beauty. Diamonds are forever, and 30 years from now, she will still remember that moment when you gave her that diamond. No other gift can keep giving like a diamond for years to come.
Stop in for a free jewelry cleaning and inspection and say hello. Love gets better at B&L Jewelers, located in the Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
It's time for our annual Customer Appreciation Days event at the Danville Nutrition Center. 3 days of savings, fun, food, and samples. Customer Appreciation will be held Thursday, September 8th through Saturday, September 10th. We will have 20% off store-wide, gift basket prizes, and healthy food samples. We hope to see you September 8th through 10th at Customer Appreciation Days at the Danville Nutrition Center, located on South 4th Street next to Sears.
Saturday night. Stoops and the Cats kick off the season under the lights against a foe from the MAC, Miami University Redhawks, and your Kentucky Wildcats. Touchdown, Kentucky!
The pregame show starts this Saturday evening at 5 with kickoff at 7.
Z105, your home for the Cats and the hits, is WRNZ FM Z105.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
The Danville Mailing Center makes shipping easy. UPS, FedEx, DHL, U.S. Postal Service. Let them find the fastest or most economical way. They'll even pack it up. It's the no-hassle way to ship. The Danville Mailing Center on Jane Trail across from McDonald's. Ask for your $3 discount.
The always caring professionals with Bluegrass Biomedical and Bluegrass IT services here in Danville remind us that it's not just equipment and training that makes our military strong. It's also the dedicated, brave men and women who make up our armed forces. Without them, our nation would not be one of the most powerful in history. Let's salute our troops. This message is from Bluegrass Biomedical and Bluegrass IT Services here in Danville. We live in the land of the free, thanks to the brave.
And now back to the Rebel Roundup on Z105 WRNZ FM.
Back here at Boyle County High School in the lobby next to the coach's office for the Old Bridge Rebel Roundup. Steve Bertram along with Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix. Coach, kicking game I thought showed some improvement last week in other than the one punt.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get the snap there. We probably should have caught the ball. We talked about stages of baseball players. You got to bend down, catch the ball, get me moving away. You got to get in front of it. So, we didn't get that punt. But other than that, I felt like our kicking game worked good. And Cole's really he's made a 45-yarder the other day in practice. So Cole's going to be good. I feel like our operation time, we've got to get smoother and more comfortable with that to where we're able to hit one of those kicks in a game. And he's doing it in practice. We've got to continue to get better and just work on the rhythm and operation time of setting it up and going. But he's really improved.
The all the different sets you do on points after touchdown, these guys have executed, I think, probably with everything that I guess it's been thrown at them, they've executed really well.
I went to Coach Arnett, and he runs our special teams for us, Jackson Arnett. I went to him and said, we always did a muddle huddle, and they've always done one here for a while. I said, but it's the same one over and over. So then as a defense, if you're getting prepared for that, well, you just got to get ready for this one set. And let's be more multiple. Let's be creative here. Let's try to look at different ways we can do it. We still, it's not that we're not confident in our kicker, but we're going to put more options. If they're going to give us a free point, let's take it. And you're making that defense prepare for this, for that. So then if they're preparing for all those things, they're not preparing for the offense. So that helps in that aspect of it. So our guy, and it's been fun. Kind of somebody, you got Cole snapping. Well, he can throw over to Cooper, who's a tight end playing lineman right now. You have Tommy, and you have Bodner, Avery. So you got all these different guys that you can get the ball to. And hey, we're going to take what they give us. And if you line up right, then boom, we're going to come in and kick an extra point.
The way they've executed, it's hard for me to try to think of all the different plays that you've ran out of that set.
That's the plan. It's working. That's the plan.
Danville High School comes in with a record of 2-0. They beat Lincoln County in the Death Valley Bowl and then shut out Garrett County 36-0 in their own Pigskin Classic. What have you seen in the film on Danville?
Well, they're big up front. That's one thing. If you look at their line of scrimmage on both sides, they're very big. They've got some, 280, 300-pounders up front on the line of scrimmage. Then you look, they've got some speed that can run on the edge. And you got Maury Brown, who they move him all over. He's playing a receiver. I think, they've started a couple different quarterbacks. They played him at receiver. Jakeem threw it up. Hey, one-on-one ball, he made the catch, scored a touchdown first play, I think, against Garrett County. So they have some weapons that they can move around, and they get the ball out in space and let them go run. And they're simple, and I'm sure they're going to have a few things they've saved for us. And we've got to be prepared, and we've got to tackle in space and set the edge and kind of shorten that field down for them.
What about their defense? It's tough enough to come up with a 0 on the other end, as you saw in that first game where you gave up a safety.
Mm-hmm.
But zeros are always nice if you're the winning coach.
Yeah, and them on defense, they bring some different things that are coming with you. They bring a lot of pressure. They've got some good athletes out on the edge, and they're going to try to get up in your face and do some things, and we've got to be able to win those matchups.
How have your guys reacted to a different looking team that they're going to face from the first two?
They've been fine. Our guys step up for the challenge. They know us. Whenever we set the schedule and we did this, hey, I'm going to pick the biggest fights we can. We're going to I'm going to put you in a battle every week if we can. Besides our district, which we can't choose, we're going to put them in. And, those teams are all improved also. In Lex Cath, I was able to watch them. And then you got Bourbon County's played 2 really good teams. And Anderson, I'm not sure their record so far. But, we're going to play tough competition and each week, and you're going to get tested. And that's the way that we attack it. And it's going to make us better as we get throughout the year.
North Hardin's a lot better this year than excuse me, than they showed last year. So I guess they've got some older players or some more experienced players. Henderson County, Bowling Green, all that leading up to your district.
Mm-hmm.
The guys, do they get tired of? I mean, the first 2 years. Did they get tired of facing all this kind of competition?
I think any competitor, that's what you want. You want, and we've got a kid. That's what we talk about is competing all the time. And I don't enjoy coaching the games that you're gonna, you're supposed to blow them out. You're supposed to do this. I want to be tested. That's something, and I think our kids all do that because you're going to rise to that. You're going to rise to that, and we've got to get prepared for those type of matchups where they're constantly being tested because that's how you get better. And, you've got to strain a little bit to grow in anything that you're doing. In the weight room, you got to strain. If you're not straining, you're not getting any stronger. You're not tearing down those muscles to get stronger. So it's the same thing. You've got to strain a little bit and do this to get better as a team. And I feel like we put them in those tests, and it makes them rise to that and get better. Hey, and that's how you keep getting better throughout the year.
The Bryan Station, I thought they had some great speed all over the field.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did. They had great linebackers. They had defensive linemen. They had their linebackers really attacked. You also had in the secondary where, hey, we did get behind them a couple times and didn't connect on them. But, they made it tough. They made it tough what we were doing. So that was good for us. That our receivers, hopefully, quarterback, hey, you can't wait all day. You can't wait till they're wide open. You got to make contested catches. You got to do this. You got to run your route this. Do it in practice all the time. Then it's going to be easy in the game. And that's what we try to make it hard in practice, so hard, about as hard as we can get it going against our scout team and try to make it ones-on-ones as much as we can and where that makes it easier in the game.
One thing Danville's always been known for, and that's the reason I brought up the Bryan Station speed, is Danville's speed.
Mm-hmm.
How do they compare there?
It's hard to tell on film when you're watching. I was talking to you off the air there. Everybody talks, and they can see this film. They do this. Well, we know that we're going to get their best. They're not going to be when they play Boyle, and we play. We're going to get their best in what they're doing. And, it's a big game for them. It's a big game for us, too. But some things that you maybe think, hey, well, he's kind of walking around here, that ain't going to happen on tomorrow night. We know they're going to be going and getting after it, and we're going to get their best. And that challenges us, and that's what we want.
What about Danville's kicking game?
They're solid. The solid kicking game, I think they've got one soccer player's a kicker, and punter's pretty solid is what they're doing. They've not had to punt a whole lot and are really at that point. So hopefully we get to see them punt a lot tomorrow night, but we've not seen a whole lot of that yet.
Kick returns have been pretty good for Danville.
Yes. They returned the one against Lincoln. I think Lincoln was kind of coming back, kicked it, Maury Brown took it to the house and blocking and doing all that. But he's got speed to kill, and when he gets out on the edge, it's going to be tough to catch him. We got to do a great job containing him.
We're going to take our final break here on the Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant Rebel Roundup. We'll do that and be back in 3 minutes on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, Eddie Montgomery, I'm thinking about starting a new music career, kind of like John Daly. This is my course, na-na-na-na-na, where I was born. I love to play. I shot 2 under yesterday out at Old Bridge.
Mike, hold it. Please stick to golf proing and let me do the singing, okay, brother?
But I'm just so excited about everything we're doing to make Old Bridge better. It's a lot of fun out there, and I want to invite all my friends to come out.
Oh, please, somebody. No. Somebody get me to Old Bridge because I need a drink. Please.
ADA Heating and Air. ADA is
is on the way.
It's Chastity at ADA Heating and Air. Contacting us just got easier. Check us out online at adaheatingandair.com to get information on services and products we offer, schedule service, set up an estimate. You can even fill out a credit application for financing and let us know how we did with our satisfaction survey. Call us at 859-519-6382.
ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here, Mulch to Go now has Rock to Go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 325-5858. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue across from the Old Spirit Chevrolet dealership.
Real hope for a better life addiction-free starts at Real Hope Behavioral Health in Danville.
I know that I got to a point where I grasped at straws and I wanted any type of relief I could find. There's no harm that's going to come from reaching out for help. And there is hope. There's definitely hope here. I see it every day.
Confidential outpatient treatment. We are a MAP prescriber. Medicaid and Medicare accepted. Free child care and transportation available. Start your recovery now. Call Real Hope Behavioral Health in Danville at 236-9598.
Summer's last holiday is here, folks. Here's a safety briefing for Labor Day from your friends at Lawson's Tractor 2. Grilling this weekend? Have a fire extinguisher handy. Stay with your grill and turn off when done. If swimming, swim with a buddy. And no drinking while swimming or boating. Hope everyone has a happy and safe Labor Day weekend from Lawson's Tractor 2.
And now back to the Rebel Roundup on Z105 WRNZ FM.
Well, one thing you do when you wear glasses, you forget sometimes to put them on to read. Sorry about that noise. At Old Bridge, call ahead for carryout at 859-236-1237. Got a little bit of everything. They've got salads, wraps, hot dogs, grilled cheese, shrimp and fish baskets, pizza. I think one of the best things I remember was Andrew Hardwick when he was a freshman. He was out there and he put away a whole pizza in a heartbeat. Speaking of Andrew, how's he doing?
He's doing fine. We're just trying to keep off on his ankle, on his foot, and hopefully we'll be able to get him back later on. It's a time thing with that. There ain't really a whole lot you can do. We're trying to keep him in shape and ride some bicycles, swim, do anything we can do to kind of keep him in shape to where when he is healthy and his foot's okay, we'll get him back in.
The rest of the ball club, they go out and do their job, and I think that has to be something that's impressed you more than anything else with the way they approach the game and their job.
Yeah, everybody's got a job that we do, and everybody's got something that the next man up. If this guy's out, we're going to do this. And in that, you develop depth. You develop, competition, which is what you want. Competition is going to make everybody better, not only for our football team, but, for each other. When we're playing and practicing against each other, competition is makes other guys step up.
And you've got plenty of guys who are wanting to play. If they're not getting in, they're going to bust it in practice.
That's
doing
right.
that.
Yeah, and that showed today. I said we were out there today, and some guys that were on scout team, they're doing a great job against our first team defense. So then that makes us look on offense like, hey, this guy needs to start rotating in. He needs to do this. And if you don't let them do that, you don't preach that, and hey, it matters, you're never going to get them. They won't go hard. So we try to preach that of, you give us great effort here, you're making plays against our first team defense. They're one of the best defenses in the state of Kentucky. If you can do it against them running somebody else's plays, you're going to be all right for us. So we preach that over and over and over. And a lot of times when we rotate out, our starters, if Sage ain't in or Avery, they go to receiver or same time Tavy, he's going to running back or whatever to against that defense when we're rotating some twos out to just make that competition give a great look.
Looking at the game tomorrow night, big-time atmosphere, I expect a big crowd.
I hope so. Those are ones I remember being as a player. And, my job, and I talk about it all the time, is I got to play and I got to do that. And that was one of the funnest times was getting to play in big crowds and big games in there. And I said, that's what I want our players to be able to enjoy. You remember those. You remember the big-time games and the big-time atmospheres. That's what you remember. And, I feel like I was talking to Coach Burns today. I said, our job is to give our players, obviously we want to win and we want to do this and coach them hard and get them to where they're learning some life lessons. They're doing this because it's more than football, but you want to have them have a great experience. And a great experience is playing these big games, playing with each other, because that's who, we're going to have a big crowd. Everybody, they're going to be walking in Kroger, they're going to be walking downtown. Somebody's going to, hey, man, remember that game you had in 2022, and this, and that stuff, I said, we still get, as coaches. And we just got the best seat in the house now. We get to get right down there on the field level, and we don't make one play. I don't score one touchdown. I just got the best seat to be able to watch those kids play and have fun and enjoy it. And it's so fun to see something you've worked on and you do this and see how that kid's developed, and then you get to see them do it on Friday night when everybody else is watching. And you're saying, I said I'd smile. It brings a smile to, and that's all our coaches. When you see this kid where he didn't really know and didn't know what to do, and he's athletic, and then you see the light bulb come on for him, and he doesn't practice, then he does it on Friday night. That makes it so much worthwhile as a coach.
Looking at your opponent, execution for you, I think, would be tantamount to a Rebel win. What do you want to do on offense?
Well, we can't turn the ball over. You can't give a team with athletes, you can't give them a short field. That's something we've got to make them drive the ball over and over and over and see if they can put together 10 and 12 and 15 play drives. And for us offense, you're not turning the ball over. You're taking what they give you. You're not pressing, and just every pass doesn't have to be a deep ball, and every run doesn't have to be a touchdown run. We got to get first downs, and then it's going to break. And special teams, you can't give them a special teams touchdown. You got to make special teams a weapon for us, and that was something we preached this week of special teams for us. A lot of those guys are backups on offense or defense, and you're a starter on special teams. That's got to be a big-time play for you. And if you're making plays on special teams, we're going to find something for you on offense or defense one. So making that emphasis on it and limiting that big play.
What about what do you expect Danville to try to execute against your defense?
They're going to try to get guys in space, which they've got athletes. They want to get them in space in one-on-one matchups and let them play, let them run and try to, if they can win the one-on-one matchup and go.
Kicking game, how important is that going to be?
Flipping the field and field position on our punt, extra points, field goals. We know that just looking at games that we've won in the past and how important that is. It may be something where we've got to kick field goals. I know last year I think the Lexington Catholic first game we kicked 4 field goals in the game, and we have confidence in our group, and they're going to continue to get better. That if we've got to do that, we got to do that. And I'll be mad as a coach, offensive coach. I want to get in the end zone, but we're going to take what they give us.
Good luck to you, Coach.
Hey, thank you. Go Rebels.
That is Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix. Thank you for being with us tonight, Justin, and good luck to the Rebels tomorrow night. Hometown Radio has 3 games for you coming up tomorrow night. Of course, Boyle County and Danville both 2-0 play at Rebel Stadium tomorrow night on Z105 and WHIR AM and FM 103.9. Kickoff is at 7:30. Anderson County's at Mercer County. Kickoff there at 7:30 on WHBN AM and FM 99.5. Garrett County travels to Middlesboro. Kickoff at 7:30 on the Golden Line Stream Live. And everything streams live at hometownlive.net. The University of Kentucky has its season opener coming up Saturday night. Pre-game shows begin at about 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Kickoff at 7 for 20th ranked Kentucky taking on Miami of Ohio. Don't forget, you can call in for carryout at Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant, 859-236-1237. They've got a little bit of everything, and all of it is fantastic. That's Old Bridge, their faves, the Old Bridge Burger, Par 3 Burger, grilled ribeye, grilled chicken breast, cod fillet, and more. That's at Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Our thanks to you for being with us this evening from here at Boyle County High School. And again, Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Call ahead for carryout at 859-236-1237. Our thanks to Robert Wagner on studio controls tonight. Thank you for joining us. God bless America. This has been another sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network. Good night, everybody.
This has been the Rebel Roundup at Old Bridge Grill at Old Bridge Golf Course. Join us every Thursday evening at 6 during football season for the Rebel Roundup on Z105, WRNZ FM, and HometownLive.net. The voice of Boyle County Rebels football action all season long. Good night, Rebel fans.
Just in time for the Danville Boyle football game Friday. Stop by Community Trust Bank, 1101 Main Street. Pick up a free Danville or Boyle Spirit shirt, free hot dog and Pepsi product. Free Danville or Boyle Spirit shirt, free hot dog, Pepsi product Friday.